Okay, so we've just recorded our video and we've brought it into Camtasia Studio now. So let me just quickly run through a few little things just to familiarize yourself with the program. So this is the actual clip we just recorded, and it's automatically brought it down here onto the timeline. So this is the audio here, and this is the video. Okay, so you can actually zoom in and out of the timeline, very similar to how you do on a piece of editing software, and you'd want to do that because if I'm scrolling through and I'm trying to find a bit of the video, if I zoom right in, I can actually now much more finely scroll along the timeline, so I can find the exact bit where I want to cut it. This is particularly useful if you've got a very long video, say 20 minutes or half an hour. So I'm just going to zoom out here. So you've got a cursor here and you can scroll through the video, and you can also play the video. So there may be a section we want to cut out at the end where that where I brought up the control there to stop the recording. By the way, to stop the recording, I actually found it's not escape you push, it's F10 on your keyboard. I don't usually use the keyboard shortcuts because I actually have my video window thing here, which is here. I usually have that on my other monitor to the right. So that's why I didn't know the shortcut there. So we can actually cut that section of the video out by literally all we need to do is we just click split here, and this actually makes this now into, if you like, two separate clips. So I can actually just click on there and push the delete key on my keyboard, and that's actually cut that section out now. So very easy to use. So like I said, there's all sorts of things you can actually do with this software. This is not going to be a complete training video on Camtasia, because Camtasia actually comes with a load of training videos with the software, and their training videos are fantastic. They show you how to do absolutely everything in here. So this, as I said, this is just a very brief video just to quickly show you what you can do. So I'm not going to show all the features. One of the things I normally use though is the blurring feature. I find this particularly useful when I'm making a training video and I don't want somebody to see, for instance, my username on a site or a password. So we would do this by clicking, first of all we need to decide where on the video we want to blur something out. So let's say it was just on this end section here. We can then click on what's called a call out. We add a call out here. Okay, and then we need to select what it is. So it's going to be a blur. So you can straight away see here it's brought up a box which is blurred. So let's say it was this section here we wanted to blur out, which is my username. So we could, here we go, and there is the box. Obviously if your screen's moving around a lot, you're going to need to adjust this and change it, or maybe make it slightly larger. And you can also fade it in and fade it out if you want to. I'm going to fade it in and fade it out, why not? So that's how you do blurring. Very useful feature. So if we actually now just play that back, there we go. And that blurred it out. Very simple to do. You can also do things like add, if we just have a look at the different things, you can add an arrow or a box, all sorts of different things you can do, add images, just to emphasize what you were talking about. You can also add titles as well. So if you've made a mistake in the video, you can actually bring up a little text box which will say what you meant to say, or if you forgot to say something, you can bring up a text box which will explain exactly what you were talking about. So this is quite useful. I think I've already used this once in this course. I had a little text box saying something that I'd left out. Very easy to do. You can either do this with a call out, so I can add here a text call out. Very simple to do. So all we need to do is select where we want it to appear. So let's say we want it to appear here. So I'm going to say add call out. It's going to be a text. And that's my name. And there it is. So there's all sorts of things you can do. You can fade it in or you can fade it out. So as I said, you can fade it in, you can fade it out. You can even, if you want to, so I've just put my name here. If I just move this to another part so you can see it a bit more easily. You can actually, if you're actually hosting the video yourself, this won't work if you're uploading it to YouTube, but if you're hosting the video yourself, you can actually make this a hotspot. So you can actually put a URL in here. So if someone clicked on this link, you can actually make this a blue clickable link appear within your video. Very, very easy to do. So yeah, very, very easy. You can also, if you want to, change the color of the text and put a background in there as well. So I'm just going to delete that now because we don't actually, I don't want that. Okay, so very, very easy to do. And the final thing I just really want to quickly show you how to do is the zooming and panning, which is probably the main thing you're going to be using in Camtasia Studio. So like I said, you might want to use zooming and panning just to emphasize small text which you can't actually see in the video. So for instance, all you do is you click on zooming and panning, and then you've got this slider here, so we can actually zoom into a portion of the screen, move the box down to where we want to talk about, and then the video can play. And then at this point in the video I want it to zoom back out again. And then on this part of the video you might want it then to zoom over here. And then here we want it to zoom all the way back out to full screen. So now when we play the video back, it's going to zoom in and out. There you go, and that's now done the zooming and panning, and as you can see it's very, very easy to do and very, very quick, and it just makes your videos look a lot more professional because people can actually see what you're talking about. And the final thing you can do in Camtasia Studio is you can output it to pretty much any file format you want. So if we click on produce and share, you can actually go to YouTube, or you can actually pick a custom format. So if we go on custom here, we then have DVD ready, high definition, iPhone, iPod. They don't actually have iPad on here yet. Web or custom or YouTube or screen share. Screencast. So they've got a whole variety of different things here which you can encode to, and it's going to encode it directly to that format. And you can also do things like MP3 audio, all sorts of things. So if you just click on custom here, so I've clicked on custom, and then you can see all the different formats we've got here. So if you wanted to, you could create an audio only version of the video, a reel player. We've got MP4, so that's going to be compatible with the iPhone. iPhone videos will also play on the iPad as well, so that would be compatible with the iPad. It just wouldn't be, fully optimized for the iPad, but that's going to work on the iPhone or the iPod video. We've got MP3 like we talked about. We've got the AVI format here, so this is the high quality format, which you might want to keep a copy of your video in this format because this is like a master copy. The great thing about the AVI format is if you encode it to this format, is you can then bring it into your encoding software and encode it to anything you like, or you could even take this video now into Sony Vegas and do a little bit more post-production. So if you wanted to, you could include say a video introduction from yourself shot with your video camera, straight to camera, and then go straight into the training video, which is what I do sometimes. You can create a QuickTime MOV format, Windows Media, or .mp4, which is going to be compatible if you're encoding the video to go on your own website. So you can see here there's a variety of different formats you can choose. like I said earlier, you know, when I make these videos, I normally will export it to several different formats. So I'll usually have an MP4, an audio version, and some sort of iPhone or iPod video version of the video. And the great thing is you can do this all within the software. So all you do is you select on the Flash MP4 version, you click on Next. Now, Camtasia Studio will also create a video player for you. So if you don't want to have to go through the hassle of having to embed it on your own website, Camtasia will actually create the video player for you. So you've got some different options here. You can choose what color you want the controls, etc. This is how it's going to look. And then you can select where you want to actually record it on your computer. And then you click finish, and what will actually happen is you'll end up with the video encoded to the .mp4 format, and you'll also have all the actual video player will be saved as well to a separate folder, and you can just upload that straight to your server. So great little program, does pretty much everything you need to do all within one package here, and a very useful bit of kit to add to your arsenal.